So today I'm going to be testing out a set of electric socks. They're, the rechargeable. Definitely looking forward to trying them out. I have some chores to do out here on the homestead. I got to check the batteries, do some things, basically walk around in the snow. That's what we're looking like. Got about a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet of snow. So we'll see how well they do. And if you guys are curious about them, I will have a link down in the description so you can check them out yourself. And let's go ahead and get some stuff going. Let you know if I leave them on the high setting or take them down. According to the instructions, the high setting lasts 2.5 3 hours. Medium setting is about 4 hours, and low setting is up to 6 hours. All right, so I went ahead and turned them on, and just from the time of turning them on and walking outside, I'm already feeling some warmth on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my boots on, because I know they're freaking cold, but keep them outside. And we'll see how well they keep these cold boots warm or warm them up. So these are the boots I wear for winter. They're just regular, like, muck boots, steel-toed. And the thing I like about these is about this reflective insole in there, so it keeps the bottom of my feet warm. Well, at least decently, considering there's absolutely no insulation. But with these socks, the heating element starts here at the toes and goes up the back. So that'd be a very good complement for something like this. And go ahead and get them on and see how well they do. Now, I currently have them on the highest setting, and it actually says in the instructions you could put them on the highest setting for like 10-15 minutes until it warms up, and then turn it from the highest setting to medium or low, depending on how warm it is and how comfortable you are. And of course, you can always turn it off if it gets too hot, or unplug it just to save the batteries. All right, so we're sitting at about 15 minutes or so, and I'm feeling the actual warmth of the socks starting to work. Now, that may sound like a long time, especially if you're in a hurry, but I need to remind you of what I'm wearing here. Thick rubber boots with no insulation, and they've been kept out all night long. Just keep them outside on the porch, non-conditioned, non-heated area. So I think so far they're doing pretty good. They're still on the highest setting right now. I haven't turned them down. We'll see what happens here in a little bit. Hopefully they'll get warm enough that I'd want to turn them down, because I think I have a little bit more than 3 hours worth of work to do. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I've been doing this for about 2 hours now. Still wearing the same boots. As you can see, still the same rubber, the same rubber boots. You can tell just by looking at it. You can see it's nice and warm. This is the steel toe, so it's not going to go through there as easily. But they're still working 2 hours in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch boots to another set, because these are still on high and they're doing their job, but I don't think that wearing these boots will really do them justice. I think it's really awesome that they're working this well for this long, but I want to see how well like medium and low will work. So I'm going to switch boots, and we'll see what how they go from there. We're probably about the 3 hour mark, and as you know, I switched boots. I got regular work boots on. These do have a little bit of insulation in them, but not much. But I'll tell you what, a little bit of insulation really makes a difference. I have these guys set on low right now, and my feet are comfortable. I had them set on high for the first few minutes. They just started getting really warm. So I went ahead and just turned them to low just to see what would happen. And I'm actually very pleased with them. And they're still going, perfectly fine. I would imagine by now, if I would have left them on high, then they'd probably be dead. I'd have to be recharging them. But, since they're on low, they're doing pretty good. I did some testing with these socks over the past few days. And first of all, I want to say that just a few days ago, We had a negative 20-degree weather, and I was wearing these socks doing chores outside, and it was just these boots, just regular workers' boots, and they performed, I don't know, beyond my expectations. I didn't think they'd keep my feet warm, but they worked really well. They were on high the whole time, but the battery lasted just fine and didn't really have a problem. So, with the tested to see how long the batteries would last on the high, medium, low setting, as well as the recharge, and we'll compare them to the manual, what the manual says. So for the high setting, the manual claims 3 to 3.5 hours. On my test that I did, they went for 4 hours. So that right there, it's already, at least a half an hour over what they state. On the medium setting, the manual says 4.5 to 5 hours, and through my testing, it was 5.5 hours. And on the low side, it said 6 to 6.5 hours in the manual, and through my test, it was 7 hours. Now these are brand new. They might, last this long just because they're brand new. But right now, I'm impressed with at least the battery life, how warm it is. All the testing that I've done on high, medium, low testing running out. As you can see behind me, there's a bunch of snow, so it's definitely cold out here. Now, the last thing I wanted to test was how long it took to charge them. Now, in the manual, it says charge time would be 6 to 7 hours. This is actually fairly accurate. It's on the low side of what they claim. It's 6 hours. So all in all, I'm really impressed with them. Like I said, I have a link down in the description so you can check them out yourself. And the store that I found that carries them also has a slew of other electric heated clothing, beanies, jackets, socks, gloves. I even found a pair of slippers there. I'm definitely going to be ordering more stuff from them. I'm very happy with the products that they carry. If you think this video will help somebody else, go ahead and share it with them. Let them know you've been thinking about buying them. Go ahead and check out the link in the description. Until next time, keep kicking up dust. Oh, shizzle.